This is very bad news.
What?
This game has a sequel. So thank you for being here with me and putting yourself through this punishment. Before we get started, I like that you do this with me because we can criticize it together.
I have an open mind.
Okay, well that's good. So before we jump into that, I just wanted to tell you that I'm getting nervous just looking at you. Okay, the Super Seducer. I just wanted to say that I'm so deeply in love with you. I'm madly in love with you, and we're gonna be going on our anniversary pretty soon. And your birthday is September 3rd. And the thing that I love most about you is, you have a positive attitude. You have a positive way of thinking. And I was gonna ask you, do you want to ruin that? That was terrible timing. But anyway,
you're sweet. I love you. And I do have a positive way of thinking. This game is going to have no impact on that.
That's awesome. Okay, let's jump into this. So I'll have the chat right here, and we'll press any button and see what this douchebag's going to say.
Hello, and welcome to Super Seducer 2.
See, there he is.
We're back, bigger and better.
Hey, do not say bigger. That's body.
I listened to your feedback and we've made a number of improvements. The first thing is ethnic diversity. We've got Asian characters, black characters, Arab characters, and even a Scottish guy. I also listened to female players' feedback, and now you can actually play levels from a chick's perspective. Finally, I'm joined by Charlotte.
Hi everyone, and I'm
There's
here
the
to
extra.
try and give a little bit of a female perspective on things. Hope you all enjoy the game.
Press
That's
start,
cool.
and I hope you enjoy it.
Super Seducer. I think we're ready to go. God, that's enough of this song. Jesus, there's an advice book, by the way, that you can unlock. And extras. I don't know what that is. And in case you want to watch who made this game. But anyway. Story mode. So we can play the first 3 chapters so we can get to interracial dating. That's gonna be a doozy. Where the hell is my cursor? Posh Totty. Do you know what that is? Versus Supermodel. She just stepped off a yacht. The supermodel's just too sexy. The choice is yours. This game has improved. She steps off a yacht, she's sexy. That is nice graphics, because it's real life.
Yeah, the graphics are, but the quality of the picture is a lot better.
It used to just be like a guy following him around.
This is like high quality
Holy.
production value.
The way to seduce a woman is with a tank. I
Yes,
know this.
with a tank.
If I had a tank, God, you would have just been, you would have gone for me instantly, right?
Yeah.
Arthur,
Oh, I'm so wet.
hungry man, let's go to the restaurant. It's my cookbook.
There's no way that he can look cool in a tank, though. Even he with that stupid shirt and whatnot ruins this epic moment. Just like
Arthur, we fucked up the grass again, dude. Not
language.
looking good.
This is like an up the crotch shot.
He almost like tripped or something. He was like, oh Jesus. Nice shoes. Not really.
I don't know why everybody's freaking out. They all look fancier than he does.
Thanks for the sequel, Richard. And Parrot Box. He wanted to just do this big. And apparently the bills are going to be big in this place. I saw that tank. Oh, I get it. Like, thanks for the sequel? Tanks for the sequel?
Yeah. I get it.
This guy, every time I see him, I just get bummed out. Stop it! Stop just being you. Richard LaRuina.
I don't know. I'm not really into this woman's outfit.
What part? I like her hat.
Yeah, her hat's cool.
Her hat. Okay, so how do we approach her? I would compliment her hat if that's on here. I have not read them. Use the genius conversation starter from that YouTube guy. I don't know what that means. Hello again, YouTube.
Gaze into her eyes whilst beckoning her with your finger as if it's a penis. How do you beckon with your finger as if it's a penis? Do penises beckon?
What is beckoning with a finger?
I guess it's like you have to like go up.
Don't approach her at all. Eat a kumquat. That is the perfect word that I would call Richard LaRuina. He's a
Yeah.
damn kumquat. Okay, go and tell her she caught your eye, and can you join her for a few minutes? I imagine that could work, but you know, if she doesn't find you physically attractive, then I feel like that would not.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't burp. Definitely
Sorry.
don't do that.
I'm very curious about this YouTube guy, so I'm gonna see what he means by that, just because I know it's probably gonna be wrong.
Yeah,
I
well,
just-
of course
Instead
it's
of
wrong.
spending your money on a game like this, hey, why don't you walk up to a pretty girl in the mall and say, hey, you know, I don't know, you know, I don't, just keep it cool, guys.
I don't get this.
Hey, pause it. I know what he's talking about.
Um,
So this is like somebody who was reviewing the game, basically trying to
Right.
give better advice than he was.
What's going on, your boy Teen Gohan?
Okay.
So, Richard LaRuina is probably throwing shade at that guy.
Yes,
That,
yes.
like,
Too bad we're not in this game.
What are you doing?
well, he didn't keep it cool. That YouTube guy would have.
Yeah, well, he didn't say what to say. He just kind
I
of
was
laughed.
sure this one was going to work.
So no more sluts,
Absolutely
but we have
certain.
two
It was
men.
such a legendary.
But that's
piece
because
of
he's
advice, you know?
losing right
Sure,
now,
it would
so
work.
he's shining shoes.
That guy has a gun.
But it didn't.
So yes, everybody in the chat, the critique will now be done with the female expert as well as Richard LaRuina. And if you haven't seen the first game, my God, we streamed it and it was horrible.
I don't know. A. Say
so
A.
Let's go with non-verbally. Non-verbal. But I see this guy and did he get kidnapped by those two guys? Oh, Parafox. Hopefully we learn the story
Hey.
behind those guys.
Listen, I was just sitting there, saw you, and you caught my eye, so I thought I'd
He
come and say
waved,
hi.
that was the
How you
funny
doing?
part.
Hi. I'm fine.
That's good to hear.
Coming for a spot of lunch.
Ah, lovely.
For a spot of lunch, this is so British.
This is a nice way to start because
there's
if you catch
not
her
really
attention
sluts,
before
but
you
there's
actually
fancy
walk up,
That's fine.
she has a chance to kind of get used to the fact that you're going to be talking to her.
See, there's
and
men around
if you kind of just walk up and she
They're all
hasn't noticed
clothed.
you,
Look at
it's
this
a bit
guy.
of a surprise when you suddenly start talking. So it's a better way when you
cannot
can
hear
do
you.
it.
Yeah, I think it's also a little bit romantic.
So I'm Richard.
Hi, I'm Lottie.
Ah, Lottie, like Charlotte, yeah?
Yes, it is.
Ah, lovely
Yeah.
to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
Pants.
Hello, are you
I
ready
don't like
to order?
that. It shows way too much ankle. I was gonna say something about you is you don't like when people are like often quiet talkers, right?
No.
And I feel that Richard LaRuina is the like epitome of trying to be like he's a quiet talker, but like I wonder if he's trying to do that, because like you know he doesn't come up and use a normal volume. I feel like I don't know. Did you notice anything about that or no?
Nah,
That he's not
I
quiet
don't
to you.
know.
Okay. I'll have a piece of cake. The lady will be
No.
eating my dick. In what universe does anybody think that would work? Tell her not to bother you. So this is to the waitress, I guess.
Yeah.
You are an important conversation.
How are D and A different?
Okay, order a tea, cake, and something for her.
Oh,
and then
because it's
order
a
tea,
shot.
cake,
I thought it
shot
was
of
saying
confidence.
like for like you're trying to be confident, so order something for her too. But he's saying like to order a shot. But D and
Hey,
A are
babe,
so
the
similar.
usual. These are horrible.
It's either A or D is the right one. It's probably A.
The question is, do we want to get some wrong things to see what happens, or do we, you know, that's always the question for me is, do I want to showcase the wrong answers? You know, this one's just gonna be horrid. I don't think I even need to know that. You know what? Everything on this menu sucks. Let's go back up to my place. Do you need an expert to tell you this? Oh my god. I kind of want to see how that waitress is gonna react to this. What is shot for confidence?
I think
What
he
does
means like a shot of alcohol.
Oh, would you do that? I don't think that. Like,
No, it's probably D.
I want to be on the top of my game. You know, I don't want a shot. Here,
Well, I don't know.
We'll play it
So
straight.
do you already know what you would like?
I'm going to be naughty today. I'm going to go for the chocolate cheesecake
Very nice.
and a lovely cup of
Very
tea, please.
naughty.
Okay, and I'm gonna have the cherry cake, please, and English breakfast tea, but no milk.
Okay.
Thank you.
God, this is incredibly boring.
What
It is.
is the latest or earliest time that I can have champagne?
Oh.
I don't know, that's a question.
But if a guy came to sit with you, you wouldn't ask him to buy you champagne.
No, but if he offered me
See
a
how
glass of
loud she
champagne at
is, or, like,
5:30 in the
normal
evening,
volume?
that's quite
She's so
romantic.
quiet.
Or just a straight espresso.
That wasn't an option, though. Offering her champagne was not one of the options.
Parafox said, choose whatever
Sorry.
gets her slapped. Gets him slapped. Damn it. There's nothing on his phone.
No, Mahmood texted him. It popped up on
Yeah, I know, but then as he was staring at it, there was nothing left.
Well,
like the
there's only
notification
two
went away.
options. Call Mahmood or ignore him. Obviously,
Let's-
you ignore him.
Let's see what Mahmood has got to say, man. You know what? Mahmood is fucking bad at this game.
It's lovely to meet you and all
Mahmood
that,
is
but I've got to go.
Right.
Bye.
God, what a dumb...
God, how rude.
Parafox wants him to get slapped.
Waitress?
The dick thing probably would have gotten him slapped. I hope I don't have to restart.
He walked really far to
Buddy,
talk
what's
to
so
Mahmood.
urgent?
There is a YouTube convention, my friend, and now is your chance.
Ooh. Who's there exactly?
The vice journalists,
Great.
Betty Jack,
Awesome. Perfect.
Fookie,
Ah, he's quite likable.
Tim Sterling,
Fucking prick.
Alfarad, friend without benefits.
I like those guys too.
There is also the Mini Minter,
Nah, he didn't answer my email, so whatever. Anyone else?
Pro Jared,
Let's fucking do this.
Pro Jared. I know like one of
Lisa.
those YouTubers. That would be Pro Jared.
Bring me my special briefcase.
So it is kind of funny that he's nodding to some of these YouTubers, I guess. This is a long cutscene for...
Yeah, I don't know. We might have just ruined that situation with that woman. We might be done now.
I fucked the entire date up. I'm sorry. That was the worst.
Die, you fuckers!
He's gonna kill people.
This is the cringiest.
Oh my gosh, this is so irrelevant. He just bombed people for why? Now the game's over.
Jesus Christ! It put me all the way back in the menu. I mean,
Yeah, you lost because you bombed the YouTube.
God,
convention.
Richard! You dick! Okay, god damn. What did we do? Okay,
Catch your attention non-verbally.
did they switch this around? I thought that was
Yes, it
A.
did. No, it was.
You fuckers!
Now we're gonna have to watch this again.
Alright, I'm skipping that.
This is why it's bad to make.
This is a
bad
nice way
decisions.
to
Okay, I
start.
won't do the wrong thing ever again,
Sam
Richard.
Richards.
You
Hi,
prick.
I'm Lottie.
Ah, Lottie.
Oh, Jesus, Richard.
Okay, do this shot.
Okay, we'll
that
do a
one.
shot for confidence. Let's
So
see
do you
what they
already
say
know what
about
you'd like?
having alcohol at
I'm
like
going to be
fucking
naughty
10
today.
in the morning.
I'm
Okay.
going to have
This guy's a
a
raging
chocolate
alcoholic.
cheesecake and a lovely cup of tea, please.
Cool. And I will have the cherry cake, and can I have some English breakfast black tea with no milk, and a shot of vodka, please. Thanks.
The waitress is like, okay.
So the daytime vodka shots.
No, not cool.
What would you think if I ordered vodka and was down in it on a date?
On a lunchtime tea date.
It's casual, sunny
So
afternoon.
it's lunchtime.
It's not the dumb thing.
She said it's just not the done thing.
Just
Sorry.
not the done thing. Brother, call me urgently. I've got to talk to you about some YouTubers.
Ignore him.
Switch the
Sorry
phone to
about that. Just someone
silent,
messaging me. Let me put that on silent. I never do that. I never have my phone on when I'm talking to someone.
No, that's
Then why now?
understandable.
clearly.
You know what? It's such a lovely day, and you're dressed amazingly. It's all summery, but it's got something to it, like a real interesting style you have.
Thank
Very
you.
nice.
It's really nice of you to say.
Well, it's true.
So, what do you do? I'd like to know more about Richard.
I'm a seducer.
Why do you want to know more about Richard? This guy's the most boring. This guy is aggressively. I make YouTube videos. They're totally drilling in this YouTube thing. Okay, I make enough to give you $500 right now if you'll come home with me.
No.
Jesus Christ. I work for a pharmaceuticals company.
The
and
right
make
answer is
YouTube videos.
F, because it's the truth, but then he's bringing up something more interesting about himself.
But I really love poetry. So that's interesting. You bringing in the perspective that, it's like, yeah, here's my job, but I really love this thing.
Yeah, because
You
he's
like
adding
that?
he's adding an additional level of interest other than just saying like, oh, this is my job. Of course, saying he makes
Yeah.
YouTube videos is like, I just feel like it's not going to be the straight up truth one because that's just so like cut and dry. He's going to want to like continue the conversation in something else, so it's going to be F.
You know what I would tell you is like, let's say that you asked me something about myself or whatever. I would like talk to you about it, but I would also try to keep the conversation about you too, because I think sometimes men or women, I think they both are capable of it, but like will only talk about themselves more than like the other people instead of like it being like people like it when you talk about them, right? You know, like people love to talk about themselves.
But that's why I think that, if he just only talks about his job, it's going to end with him.
I've got a few things going on. So first, I've got this pharmaceuticals business.
Lead into something
Yes, and
Okay.
then second is I'm making YouTube videos, which is like, the fun side.
Really? That is
Yeah,
so
yeah.
exciting.
Did you see me on YouTube?
Nobody says that
Stop
to me.
it. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And the third
He could have
thing-
like 2
and
subscribers.
This is quite personal, but I'll tell you, I kind of trust you enough already for some reason.
Oh,
but
that's nice.
I've just started writing poetry, and I just wrote my first
Have
poem.
you?
I just
Oh,
wrote
wow.
my
Do you have it
first
with you?
poem.
Yeah.
I'd
Roses
love
are red,
to. I'd
violets
love
are
to hear
blue.
it.
I want everybody
It's
to play
really,
Super
really
Seducer
personal.
too.
I promise.
Oh, okay.
Like if we get to know each other a little bit more, I'll read it.
Are you trying to entice me
No,
in?
no, it's really honestly, it's kind of I'm shy and also
What's going on,
it's really
smart socks?
personal, so
Okay.
Mr.
let's save
Lamp.
it. Yeah.
Okay. We can save it. I'm excited.
Thanks.
Said no woman ever.
So it's not strictly true, but there's something interesting here because I don't say the poem in the end. I was going to, but I didn't. And what that
I was
does
gonna.
in NLP, as you know, I'm an NLP master practitioner. So
As you said before.
yeah, and I'll say it again. So that creates an open loop, which means
Richard.
that she wants to be like, tell me the poem, and you say later. And if there are a bunch of things that she's waiting to hear the conclusion of later, like the end of stories or something like that, like, oh, I'll tell you how I ended up doing that, I'll tell you how I ended up in the cave that time, or
In the
whatever,
cave.
later. And then she wants the conclusion to all the stories, and the idea is that it draws her into the conversation in that moment and later keeps the curiosity going. So
Smart
it's
Sock
quite an
says,
advanced
"Hi, Mrs.
conversational
K."
technique
Hello.
and storytelling technique.
Yeah, great.
Okay, so the female
And
expert.
what do you do
like
for
that.
work?
Oh,
You were
well,
right.
I don't really need to work, but I do a
Tuesday.
spot of acting.
Ah, lovely. You know,
Yeah.
something interesting I've noticed, I've met some actors, and they're always very interesting people because they're empathetic.
She said she
And
doesn't
that's,
need to
I think
work.
it's because when they're
Because her
acting, they
family's
portray all
rich.
these emotions.
I thought she
so they
was
just
successful as an
understand
actress.
No, I think
people and
it's because
emotions.
she
They
comes
can
from
read
one.
body
do.
language. And
Yeah, and that's what I love. I just love studying people and their nature. And it's a really good way to connect with people
Okay,
on a
well,
really
do not
deep
study that
level
person.
that
He's an
not
aggressive
necessarily you
wasting
can
of your
do in
time.
reality.
yeah, and actors, they think they're kind of extroverts that wouldn't connect with people, but because of this, you can really
You can
Get
feel
in
it
there,
and
yeah.
you can get the vibe. It's amazing.
excellent.
He just
It's
said
a very cool
actors
job,
are
actually.
extroverts who
Yeah,
can't
it is.
connect with
It's
people.
nice to dip
No, I
in
thought
and
you said
out,
who can.
obviously.
Oh, I thought
they
he
they
said
can connect with people.
Hey, do you recognise her in the car?
Yes, I
it's
do.
his slow
I think-
talking.
Who is
I think it's
she?
that famous Russian model. What's her name? I don't know, but
God,
yeah.
she's beautiful, isn't
What's
she?
your name? I don't
Yeah,
know.
not bad.
Oh, okay,
Wow.
the game volume's a little loud. Here. I'm gonna fix that in one moment. Okay.
Oh man, so now there's 2 girls.
Thanks for letting me know, dude. Okay, hopefully this'll do a little bit better, but yeah. You should, I would personally, I'd keep talking to this girl that I've already started a conversation with. There's a reason you started a conversation with her. I guess obviously some men would just be like, hey, hotter chick if they think she's hotter or whatever, and be
That's
like
just weird,
whack
though.
or whatever. But if you're having a good conversation, you don't know what that girl in the car is like. It's like he may be like sexually attracted to her or something, Richard. But like, be gone, Russian thought. Parafox. Be gone, Russians. The Russians are taking over our election and now trying to take over Richard. They can have him. Okay. What I was gonna say though was, it was interesting because like that was the first time I thought he was saying something interesting, and he was talking about her, you know, which I like. You know, he needs to not talk about himself. I just have problems with Richard. Okay, well, let's continue talking to the girl. I'm not gonna screw this up.
Yeah, modeling's alright, but acting's much more interesting, right?
Yeah, I
So much more varied.
It is as well. I think with modelling,
It is.
you have to stare.
Yeah.
Acting, you have to feel.
We have to show certain personality.
Smart Talk says
and
something
be
so
different
interesting, though, like-
characters and stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just feel
Smart Talks,
that.
we have a story.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
said-
went to Subway on our...
Yeah, he said if I was
Wait,
on
no,
my
not
first
our,
date.
no,
Your
it
acting,
wasn't
does
our...
that mean
It
you're
wasn't
more
our
our
first date.
interested
date.
than usual in, I don't know, like TV shows and stuff? Do you watch TV?
Well,
We're gonna talk about this in a second.
Thank you.
I like Silicon Valley actually. That's
that your
like my
favourite?
at the moment. It's basically like really intelligent guys that love technology.
Oh, you like intelligent guys?
I do. I love intelligent guys. I think you're quite intelligent.
I'm
No.
not a programmer, but I've got my own kind
You've
of
got your
business
own
intelligence
little ways,
and street
yeah.
smarts.
I'm gonna
Well, I
joke.
think, you know, I can relate to
Richard.
the intelligent side because I'm quite intelligent. So I need to end up with someone of my standard.
Cool.
Thank you so much, Addison, for hosting.
So yeah, I just love the way they invent things,
Yeah.
and I think I'd be quite good at that as well. So yeah, that's a nice way. What about you?
Thank you, Smart Socks, for
I
hosting.
don't know about like, but right now I'm watching this Handmaid's Tale. You heard of that
Oh,
one?
boy.
I have heard of it, but I don't really know what it's about.
It's excellent, but it's very dark. It's
The
like
woman
this
doesn't know about the
alternate
Handmaid's
future
Tale?
where I just hang on, right there.
Oh, they remembered his shot.
Thank you. What was I
Jesus.
saying? Yes, this alternate
And he
future
did that in
where
a really-
everything's just fucked
A way
up.
that calls
So
attention
the
to
birth
it.
rate
Like
has
he didn't just like
fallen
take
to
it and
close
like
to
set it
zero.
down for a second.
They
He
just
like
round
stopped
up
the
all of
conversation.
women that can still have babies, and they make them mate with like the powerful guys. So it's I don't know what dystopian alternate future.
He's just gonna drop that bomb.
It's pretty dark, but it's very well made, and from
Very dark.
an acting point of view, I recommend it. But it's not a
Yeah.
comedy.
No, it wouldn't be a comedy. I mean, you'd have to be sick in the head, wouldn't you, really, if you think that's funny?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of am. I kind of like it. So what I was gonna say, Smart Socks, is we didn't go to Subway for our first date, but we recorded a song together. Anybody that knows the song Paradise, I've played it on some Twitch things, but mostly YouTube stuff. And my wife and I recorded that together, and this was before we were dating. But anyway, you had my name tag from tour guides in the restaurant, and they were like, who's, I'm gonna say Dr. Kendo, you know, they said, who's Dr. Kendo, is that your boyfriend? And then you were like, no. Like, 'cause, you know, you, like, and I could totally, like, see this on your face, you know, but you, like, kind of got sad, you know? No. And, yeah. So it was, like, kind of an awkward thing or whatever for that time, but
Yeah.
that was how it happened. Subway.
Look, this is terrible.
Okay, talk about how it's cool to meet people like her that are not boring.
That's a good one.
Oh my god.
That's a bad one.
Tell her to look under the table for a surprise. Spoiler alert. It's your dick. Spike her drink with a drug to make her more compliant. This is a fucking felony or something. Like,
Yeah, it is.
tell her your latest video was a dating advice video for men.
I think that one could work.
Jeez, it's gonna jump to feed her some cake. Do you want me to feed you some cake after we talk about The Handmaid's Tale? You
Yeah,
know, like,
I would say, I don't know, do D. I'm curious about D.
all right.
I'll tell you something interesting. I just uploaded this new video to YouTube. It's doing really well already.
YouTube?
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
It's doing really well. It has like
It's,
100 views.
Interesting because it's dating tips, so it's all like psychology and all this.
Can you give me a few dating tips?
I'd have to think, but this one's for men, so it's not really that applicable to.
Oh,
Right, do you do them for women?
I haven't yet, no,
Right.
because I'm a man and I kind of know the man's
Oh.
side. But
Just
why
a
don't you
man,
give
you
her
just
the
stick
dating
to
advice for
Yeah.
men?
Yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, don't you
I'm
think
sorry
that's
for
bit
being a man.
misogynistic?
No.
No.
Realistic?
Chauvinistic?
No.
It's a bit like being a prick, really, isn't it?
No.
Men and his things trying to chat up girls.
No.
Yeah. I'm afraid I'm out.
Man.
Alright. Bye.
Need to be less men in the world. Do
Go that
things like
far.
that and make videos like that.
Damn. Well, she's
That
thinking,
wouldn't actually make me leave. I mean,
she's thinking some of our thoughts, though.
some of the things you can say, but I mean, if someone told me they made a dating advice video for men, I wouldn't immediately leave.
Damn, she like told the bouncer.
Good evening, sir.
Hey man, what's up?
I'm really sorry, but I think I had to ask you to leave our restaurant. And you're
For
banned.
fuck's sake. What do you mean I have to go? And what did you say?
Yeah.
I'm banned.
You're banned.
Oh man.
Just for
Jesus.
saying he made a
Putting me
dating
away.
advice video? I mean, if he put his dick under the table, I could understand.
Good God. Yeah, Smart Socks was like, just tell her you have 197,191 subs on YouTube. Oh my God, everybody's...
Wow, this is really dramatic.
Someone's gonna like throw poop on him and be like, shame! Jesus. They have a gun
I
to
mean,
him.
should be alright, but obviously not in the world today. No dating advice. Just be yourself, be confident.